the revolutionary ankle lock system, an integrated brace built into the boots, delivering unrivaled support, protecting ligaments from twists, tears, and trauma.
Regan Slaymaker for Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store and our Kings. I have the pleasure to be joined by Jose Benavidez Sr. 3 fighters on the card, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Doesn't get much bigger than this, does it, Jose?
Well, man, I'm very blessed, and I want to thank his Turkey Al-Sheikh, for this great opportunity to let David Benavidez fight here. It's a huge, huge opportunity, and we're very thankful. And I want to thank all the Saudi people also for having us here. They're beautiful people, and we're super happy, super excited. Like I said, we have 3 fighters fighting in this card. I would never in my life imagine that I would be here, especially here, but the hard work and dedication has paid off, and we're here, and we're going to give you guys a great show this Saturday.
Definitely. I for one, are looking forward to the main event featuring David Benavidez against Anthony Yarde. I mean, we'll jump straight into the fight. What kind of different challenge does Anthony give David? Obviously, David's so experienced, but does Anthony give a different challenge to what he's facing?
In my opinion, I think that Anthony Yarde does not have the experience that David has. He has a great heart, a lot of will, and he's a very dangerous fighter, and he hits hard, and he's super dedicated, very disciplined. But at the end of the day, I think that David's on another level. But these are the fighters that we need to test ourselves and keep proving ourselves in order to go to the bigger and better fighters.
Definitely. You mentioned levels there. Is that what it's about? Obviously, people say boxing is about levels. Is David just going to prove he's a level above on Saturday?
In my experience, I think experience and levels has a lot to do with this. But we want to get to the bigger guys, We want to get to Beterbiev, Bivol, Zurdo, Ramirez, and Apitaya, and all those fighters. So in order to do that, we gotta look impressive. We can't just win a fight with Anthony Yarde. We gotta look impressive in order to go and get the big guys.
Definitely. You mentioned Zurdo Ramirez there, but would David want to fight Dmitry Bivol, obviously, to become undisputed before going up to cruiserweight?
Yeah, that's a fight. Like I said, we're super focused on this fight right now on Saturday. See how it goes. Hopefully we get a big deal, 2 fights, 3 fight deal with Riyadh season. But like I said, it all depends how it goes. We also have some fights in the United States. We have fights here. So the most important thing is for David to look spectacular, and then we'll see what makes more sense and what the people want to see.
Definitely as well. Obviously, Abel Sanchez is here. Obviously, whenever that happens, obviously the clips and the photos of David with Gennady Golovkin come up at 16 years old. I mean, from that moment, did you know that kind of David was going to be as special as he was, giving tough rounds to Gennady Golovkin?
To be honest, I'm going to be honest with you, I did not know that he was going to be a world champion. I didn't know he was going to get this big. What I knew that we had to work hard. I had to put him with guys that had a lot of experience, and I had to put him at an early age to mature and grow real quick, and that's what he did. He became a monster, and now he's showing it. So it's just a matter of time. We got to keep proving ourselves and giving you guys the great fights that you guys want to see.
Definitely. Obviously, there's a photo of of David sparring Dmitry Bivol. Obviously, stories. I want to get it from the horse's mouth as you were now. Kind of, what is the story behind kind of those sparring?
Well,
those sparring
like I said,
days?
we did have some good sparrings. That back then already Bivol was a world champion, and we were coming up, and we did give him some good work. And I always wanted to spar him. Even when he fought Canelo Alvarez, I called him, I offered, to spar, to help him out because we wanted the experience. He's a champion, he's a great fighter, but they didn't want to do it no more. So at the end of the day, we did have some sparring there, and it went up to from 8 rounds to 7 rounds, 6 rounds, 4 rounds, and nothing. So that says everything.
Definitely. You mentioned Zurdo Ramirez, obviously full focus on Anthony Yarde, but that is a mega fight for not just Mexican boxing, but boxing around the world.
Yeah, like I said, we're not underestimating Anthony Yarde. We're focused 100% on this fight. David looks spectacular, reflexes, speed, power, mechanism, mentally, physically, he's great. No injuries. So we need, like I said, we need a big win in order to get those big fights. Fight with Zurdo Ramirez would be huge, I think it would be even huge than Beterbiev or Bivol, I think, in my opinion, because there's 2 Mexicans warriors that will go at it. But at the end of the day, those 2 fights are also really good. But I think Zurdo Ramirez will be a bigger fight, in my opinion.
Definitely. A final 2 from me. And can I just say, I've never seen a fighter faster on the pads than David Benavidez tonight. Final 2 from me. Anthony Joshua, Jake Paul. I know everyone's asked you about this. Took me by surprise. I think it's taken everyone by surprise. Did it take you by surprise?
Yeah, it did take me by surprise. Like I said, wow, I think it's a little bit too much right now for Jake Paul. But at the end of the day, if he can defeat AJ, wow. He deserves a world opportunity, a world title opportunity. So it's going to be tough. It's a really, really tough fight. But, Jake Paul's been doing good. He's been doing really good numbers, and he's been doing real good at everything. So I think it's a very dangerous fight for him. But if he can pull it off, my respects.
Definitely. Final one. I ask every single person in boxing who I ask this question, when all said and done, what does boxing mean to you?
Boxing to me means everything, man. It changed my whole life. It changed my whole family. It changed everything, I never thought I would be here. I was 26 years old. I did not know nothing about boxing. Look where we at now, So it's amazing. Big things. I did have to learn a lot. I had to dedicate myself. I was obsessed with boxing, and this is obsession and hard work and discipline where it took me. So that's why we're here, because of all that.
Definitely. Hard work has paid off. World-class coach Jose Benavidez Sr. Thank you very much. Best of luck Saturday.
Thank you.
The revolutionary ankle lock system, an integrated brace built into the boots, delivering unrivaled support, protecting ligaments from twists, tears, and trauma.